All right. We are live. Sorry, there's no countdown today. All right. Stocks are on fire. Let me just make sure we get everything working here. Okay. There we go. All right. So, what did I tell you? The sports betting stocks are on fire. They're leading the way. DraftKings exploding. Fubo exploding. What other stock did I tell you was going to explode? NEXCF, NEXCF. I got the chart right up on the screen. Look, we got two of the hottest stocks on the market right now are Wall Street Reporter's next super stocks. That's right. There we go. New York Stock Exchange, Fubo, debuted as a Wall Street Reporter next super stock in, when was it? The February of 2020. It was called Face Bank then. Check out the videos. Check out the videos on YouTube with either Face Bank, FBNK was the old symbol, or Fubo. We got one with David Gandler, the CEO. Look, these guys have great things happening right now. And speaking of Fubo, again, they're not a client anymore. I have no involvement except I just bought some stock the other day as a speculation. But Fubo is basically they're doing close to $1 billion in revenue right now. $1 billion, right? I think what makes it very compelling, their base is growing, right? So the sports betting thing is taking off. It's and if you look at the customer acquisition cost, what does it cost to acquire, one of these degenerate gamblers? It's very expensive, right? So imagine this, Fubo, it's a sports first platform. Somebody's going to buy them. I think somebody can buy them for a lot of money. I think that's the upside. Maybe it's going to be Penn, Penn. Penn should be a buyer, right? All right, so let's get into the charts. Okay, so let me just first talk about NEXCF because that's the one that is most exciting for me personally. That's one of our clients. Again, this is breaking out of the 50-day moving average. Excuse me, 50 hour. This is the 4-hour chart. So this is a short-term chart. So we got a very clear breakout. Very clear. Look at this. Let me make a candlestick so you can. It's easier for you to look at this big fat green candle as it breaks out of the 50 moving average and also these big resistance trend lines. Okay, so and the MACD is crossing over right now. So these are all very bullish signals. And again, I mean, I'm not here to give advice. I'm not saying anything, but look what happens whenever this thing breaks out of that 50 moving average. Big things happen. Again, you may have a couple of fake outs like we saw over here back in June 1st, right? June 1st, June 6th. You would have been like just basically churned. But then when it broke out of 55, it went to $1.25. So this thing is very, very, it's a really, really very powerful system. This 50 moving average. Let me just clear this up. Boom, there it is. This is a daily chart. Okay, and again, I can't really draw the trend line, but there's not a lot of resistance. Once we break out of like $1.25, there's really nothing between there and $253. So the point is, I'm not saying it's going to go to $3. Also, there's not a lot of resistance between 3 and 7. I'm not saying it's going to go to $7 either. I can't make you those projections. I have a certain feeling about the stock, but look, because it also does trade in Canada. Unfortunately, it does trade in Canada. The socialist communist regulations in Canada prevent me from telling you, what I feel is the upside potential price where NEXCF can go. So I could do it with American stocks because we're in a free country here. Canada is not a free country. So, but I don't want to get into the political thing. let's talk about making money here. NEXCF super bullish. Look at this beautiful bounce off that moving average. But okay, look, let's get into the stuff that everybody is here for, which is today's moon stocks. Okay, let me pull up Fubo. Let's pull up Fubo again. Let me start with our former super stock. Massive volume breakout, massive volume breakout. So that's high conviction buying. There you go, above the 50 moving average. I mean, you don't need to be a rocket scientist. All you got to do is just follow this moving average. Boom, boom. There you go. So, we've been talking about Fubo for a couple of days now, right? Right when it first broke above the moving average, it snuck above it. Yesterday was a little bit of a, unsure. The market was unsure today. High conviction buying. So we're at 350. So the stock is up bigly, right? Big time, bigly. And things are looking really good here for this stock. Where can Fubo go? Well, thank God it doesn't trade in Canada, so I can give you my price projection. Let me see. Where can Fubo go? I would say, okay, I think we got a pretty clear shot to about $10. Not a lot of resistance at this point. I think we got a clear shot. I mean, straight shot at $10. I'm not saying it's gonna, again, it's high risk. It might go to zero tomorrow. Man, it might announce bankruptcy. The CEO might run off with the money to Brazil and spend it all on hookers and cocaine. A lot of these guys do that, right? So they, so I don't know. I don't know what David what he does in his personal life. But yeah, I think this thing has a pretty clear shot to $10. Actually, excuse me, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It's really about $12. Fubo can basically go to $12 from here. Timestamp this. Let's see where it is in 3 months. I bet it's going to be $12. Again, not advice. How about the DraftKings? Another one. Very bullish for the market. Look at this. Listen, I told you guys this was going to happen. Massive breakout. And again, this trend line here. Let's clear this up. Where are we? What is the correct trend line? Okay, so we got a couple of them. We got one. There was another one I showed you yesterday. I think we broke out of that one. Yeah, we broke out of a big one hit today. Today was a big break. And this is, I was talking about this trend line yesterday. Clear breakout. I would like to see a little more acceleration. I mean, I'd like to see this thing close. I want to see close in the 19 range. I want to see a high conviction close. I don't like this thing where it's a little bit ambiguous here. I want to see high conviction close. Okay, so DraftKings is exploding. Where can DraftKings go? Okay, thank God it doesn't trade in Canada, so we can talk about it. Again, I think the next level of resistance is right around $42, I would say. Kind of in this $42 range. So, this thing could really explode here, right? $42 is the next level of resistance. I mean, isn't it great to live in a free country where, you can talk about stocks? I mean, stock price projections. I mean, we're not giving any advice here. In Canada, apparently you can't. So, but anyway, if you're just joining the channel now, please click the like, subscribe button. We're also on Telegram. On Telegram is where the, we have daily, throughout the day updates, whatever. Because look, a lot of times I may not do these live streams every day. I'm a busy guy. I got better things to do than, spend time with you mooks. I got things to do, right? So on Telegram, though, I put out, daily throughout the day chart info, etc. We're also on Twitter. We're on Discord. We're on where else? Discord. We have the Discord. We got Telegram, and all those links are in the video description below. It's free to join. It's free to join. Doesn't cost you a penny. Okay, let's talk about some interesting stocks which are starting to moon. We got some moon stocks, which is, and I don't even like these things. I mean, I think these are scam companies. Open Door is breaking out today. Very high conviction buying action right here. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Open Door. Let me just see something. Open Door. Okay, so Open Door, Open Door might pop. I'm not as crazy about Open Door because, I mean, it looks like it might be breaking out, but it's not as strong as a chart. It doesn't have as much relative strength as the Fubo, as the DraftKings. How about Carvana? Another scam company. There we go. Now, Carvana, I mean, I don't care if it's a scam or not. This thing is actually pretty bullish. Look at this. I think we got a double bottom here, right? It's pretty clear. Let's go to the bar chart. Let's clear this up. Okay. You know what? I mean, look at this. I think we got a 29. Yeah, I mean, look, I think this is a massive bottom for the stock. And this is a beautiful breakout. I mean, I got to tell you something. This is a beautiful, beautiful looking chart. This is a really beautiful chart. Look at this. Shit. Wow. You know what? Look. Wow, 28 bucks. We missed the boat here. We missed the boat a little bit, right? But you know what? It's actually, I mean, the time to really have bought this would have been, the other day. It's up 10 bucks now. But I think where the trend is still just getting started. So we're very early in the breakout. But the good news is, I guess if you buy the stock here, is that the trend is really confirmed now. So you have less risk in a way, right? Again, I'm not giving any advice here. I'm not saying you should do anything. I don't care what you do. Okay, so I think we got a pretty good shot. Yeah, some of these stocks. Look, I think a lot. What these charts are telling me is we got some of these things could run pretty quickly. Like this is a stock that could double. I mean, this thing could double. Where is the high? The all-time high is 350. So look, look, Carvana is in a very good position here. Carvana is in a very, very good position. Let me clear this up over here. Very bullish, very bullish. I'll tell you what I like better though. I do like the Fubo and DraftKings better though. Look, it's hard to say, but look, I think those charts have a little more strength. No, I'm sorry. Let me back up. I would say Carvana has about the same relative strength as DraftKings. Actually, let me take a look. Let me see which is a better setup. If you had to choose only one, I think DraftKings is the one to go with. If you had to choose only one, and no, maybe Carvana. It's hard to say. Maybe you just split up your money with these. If you had to choose one, just do half and half. Maybe. I don't know. Anyhow, listen, my favorite is NEXCF, NEXCF. This is the Canadian chart. Although I should really be boycotting Canada, I am pulling it up because that's kind of the official one. NEXCF is the American one. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chart. This is like the sexiest chart. I mean, this chart is a perfect 10, if you ask me. Look, I can't give you price projections, but look what's going to happen. This MACD is about to cross over. That means the turbochargers kick in, the afterburners kick in, like Top Gun. And I think we're going to take out. These, these $1.25 levels. It looks like that's what this chart wants to do. It wants to take out those previous highs, and once it does, you're going to see some exciting things happening, I believe. Okay, so we got Carvana. All right, we talked about that one. How about who else is on the list? Uber and AMD. Let's wrap up with Uber and AMD, and then I am off to play golf. Okay, so Uber. Nice follow through. It's you got this gap. I don't think it wants to close the gap. I don't think this gap will ever be filled. I mean, look at this. It's accelerating. It's accelerating. It's a follow through, strong follow through. We're in a stealth bull market right now. It's a stealth bull market, and we are out of the down channel. That down channel, we're out of it. So Uber wants to go higher. Uber wants to go higher, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I don't care about these other indexes, whatever. You know, I mean, I don't, who cares about these under indexes? Amazon, other stocks are down, whatever. How about AMD? AMD's also down a little bit. AMD's actually pretty strong chart. I would say, yeah, you know, look, AMD, this is a very strong chart, very strong chart. It's broken out of that down channel, so you know that's pretty obvious. There you go, broke out of that down channel. So here, let me show you what I'm looking at. There's your channel. It broke out. Boom. It's a new trend. It's a new uptrend, basically. Whether you like it or not, there's nothing you could do about it. Nothing you could do about AMD going higher. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I think I'm pretty much done here. I think I've covered all the main stocks covered all the main stuff. Let's take a look at a couple of our other client companies. Super stocks. Paid XTMIF in America. We got a breakout above that 50 moving average, and it's accelerating. This chart wants to go higher. We got to get the CEO on next week, Marilyn. We've got to get her back on next week. Look, I think this thing could easily pop. You know, not a lot of resistance at this point. Yeah, let's see if we can get Marilyn on next week. Talk about what's going on there. So XTM, also fintech is in bull mode right now. Fintech is picking up. So, you know, that's going to be a very positive tailwind for SoFi, excuse me, for XTM. So SoFi, right? So SoFi is, what are we at? It's a little bit of a pullback. I think though it's pretty strong. I think next week you could see some exciting action in the stock, in the SoFi. What about Affirm? Yeah. Affirm sneaking up. Not super strong. Not super strong. What other stocks do we have that are making moves today? This is, well, look, here's the problem with this chart, deep market. It's still a relatively new chart. There's not a lot of data, so it's hard to do a real analysis of it, right? I mean, it's almost impossible. But you can see it's broken out above the 50 moving average. So that's bullish, right? That's bullish. It did it on volume. And this is the first time it's above that 50 moving average, like really since this thing got started. So what do? They do carbon credits on the blockchain. Look, it's a brand new business model. They're still in the early stages. They got to get traction. But this is definitely a stock to watch, which is deep market. What else is in action mode? Yeah. All right, so let me finish off on NEXCF. I'll leave you there. Again, super bullish setup on the daily chart. I mean, look at where the stock has been. I mean, what else? What more do you need me to tell you? I think a lot of these stocks, stocks that had big runs, I think a lot of them are going to go to old highs, right? I think a lot of them are going to go to the old highs, like you know, the DraftKings, I don't know about the Fubos, but what are they called? Shopify, AMD, you know, and NEXCF is part of that cohort, right? So, you know, and what was the old high in NEXCF? You know, $10 Canadian, $7.50 US. I'm not saying it's going to go there, but you know, looking at the way a lot of these charts are you know, kind of setting up, it looks like they all want to go back to old highs, right? So, you know, it's pretty interesting. And again, let me just leave you off with this for anybody that's brand new. How do I get rid of this? Okay. So here's the thing you want to watch, right? With this NEXCF, you want to look at that 50-day moving average or 50-period moving average. It's really, really accurate. Every time we break out of it, it makes some significant moves. Just look at this chart. You had to move a break. And again, I sound like a broken record, but because I think that if people understood it, the stock wouldn't be where it is. It would be significantly higher. I don't think people understand it yet. But look, you had to break it above 68. The stock went to 250, right? You had to break it above, was it a dollar? It went to $10. You had to break it above 5.5. It went to 850 or so, right? You got churned a couple of times. You got that whipsaw. You got whipsaw here a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple of whipsaws. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is, when this stock spends a lot of time above the 50-day moving average, it tends to go significantly higher. All right, except for this one instance over here. But I think that was a different market condition because it was already had a big move up. So here we're coming out of a bottom. So I would say this is luck. It's very bullish. We've seen what happens when it goes above the 50 moving average. History tends to repeat. Again, and this is the weekly. The weekly is looking really good. The weekly is shaping up. The weekly is shaping up nicely. We are getting very, very close. We're getting very close to the breakout moment. This is the weekly chart. You want to watch this $1.25 level. $1.25. If we break out of $1.25 a NEXCF, that's it. Because look, where's the resistance? Is really not a lot. I mean, it's like, I don't think this 250 or $3 is even a strong number. So, I mean, I don't know what would make the stock go to, potentially in theory, what could make it go to $7.50 or $10? I don't know. I have no idea. There's no I don't know what it could be. I'm not saying it's going to go there. I don't know what could make it go. I'm just saying the charts, what could make Fubo go to, why is it up today? The charts told you the truth in advance. I mean, today's news is really not that great. I mean, they got a little bit less, what is it? They're losing money, right? The fundamentals are not that great. I mean, if you dig deep into it, you extrapolate, maybe you can make a case. But on the surface, the fundamentals, their news, their earnings suck, right? But it's up. So, it's the charts, man. The charts don't lie. Okay. Anyway, NEXCF looking very bullish. And let me just wrap up. What other stocks are on the move? Oh, Coinbase. How can I forget about Coinbase? So disgusted with this stock. But it's nothing personal. Yeah, so this is interesting. So we got a bit of a pullback. I think maybe to shake some people out. Let's see what happens next week. It might drop a little more. But I mean, the main thing we want to watch is this moving average, this 50-day moving average. As long as we're above it, the trend is up. Again, not a lot of data on this chart. It's a little bit like, deep market, so it's hard to really read it too well. But that's kind of what's happening here. Okay. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you all next week. We should have a couple of interesting live streams. Maybe we'll get XTM next week. Maybe deep market. Who knows? Maybe a lot of these guys are on vacation right now, so it's August. I don't blame them. How can you blame people? But yeah, so these things are looking amazing, and of course, the favorite stock. I mean, this is, again, I keep going back to NEXCF. Why? Because I think this one has the best risk reward setup right now, in my opinion. Again, I'm not giving advice. In my opinion, it's got a fantastic risk reward setup. We get a breakout, and again, let's compare NEXCF to what you're seeing with these other disruptive innovators that have been breaking. NEXCF was early, right? NEXCF broke out June 20th. So, almost 6 weeks ago. So much earlier than these guys. It had a nice run, pulled back, consolidating, and now making another run. And I think that's going to happen with a lot of those stocks. They're gonna rock it a little bit, pull back, consolidate, and continue higher. So that could be a preview. NEXCF could be giving us a preview of what's going to happen with those other stocks that we just discussed, whether it's DraftKings, Fubo, Shop, Palantir. Let me just pull up Palantir. I know this thing has got a lot of fans. Actually, I own some. I'm not crazy about it. Yeah, the Palantir bull market continues. It's just making a nice trend. This thing is such a boring stock. I don't know why people like this thing so much. Such a boring stock. I mean, the trend technically is still down. Technically, the trend is it's a weak stock. It's really weak. I shouldn't have bought this stock. I really like what am I doing with this thing? I don't know what I'm doing with this. It's compared to the others. I mean, Carvana or Open Door, much better opportunities than this thing. How about AMC? Even Coinbase. AMC, look at this. Boom. Oh, there it is. This is the move we were talking about. $20. $20. I told you. Yeah. What did I tell you? AMC. I mean, and again, I hate this company. I think it's going to be out of business at some point. But yeah, this is a big breakout. The banana people. Yeah, this is it. Boom. Whoop, there it is, as they say, as the kids say. You know what? This thing wants to go higher. I think we might see a $50 stock on AMC. AMC wants to go higher. I don't own it. I don't care about it. I haven't been to a movie theater in I don't know how many years. AMC wants to go higher. AMC wants to go to $50, maybe even $70. Is it possible? What if it goes to 150? I mean, could that? I mean, you know what? I'm looking at this chart. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds completely bananas. No pun intended. But can AMC go to 150? I don't know. I think it might. I think something crazy might happen, and we might. Oh, this is the weekly chart, by the way. Weekly AMC. Holy shit. AMC, super bullish. Again, it makes no sense. This company should be out of business. They should be out of business, but this chart wants to go higher. Just like I tell you with NEXCF, NEXCF, same thing with AMC. It wants to go higher. Makes no sense. It makes no sense. And by the way, watch what happens. Watch what happens if we break out of $24. All bets are off. All bets are off. AMC, could go to, 120, something crazy. Why? Who knows why? The markets, they're not rational. It's not based on the fundamentals. Just like that massive move we had over the last few years was not based on fundamentals. The drop, no, it's all just a fugazi. So yeah, so AMC, super bullish chart. Big breakout of this downtrend today, this week. Super bullish. And watch this $24. If it breaks 24, we could see, $50, $70. Who knows what numbers are. So again, very similar to kind of what we're seeing with the NEXCF. Same type of stuff. It's the same stuff. I just think this NEXCF has a lot more torque. Look at this. This is a beautiful, sexy chart. I mean, look at this chart. And watch, when this MACD courses over, amazing stuff can happen. All right. On that note, thank you for joining today's live stream. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful weekend.